Boring. Isn't there anything else?
We haven't seen Chevra since that night at Baptiste's place. Well, guess there's no point in worrying about it now. Let's go join up with the others.
Good morning! Hayaka and I were just talking about you. Is Chevra
Probably not.
Huh? That's such a pity. Director Farina said that we've... She even said that she'll get me into a couple
We were also planning on having a victory feast once we're all finished filming. You can join.
If only Chevros was here.
I'm afraid that can't be helped. But to be honest, I'm even more concerned by what I read in the Steambird earlier this morning.
Oh yeah, I heard about that too. We didn't know about this case at all when we joined the film. Is it going to affect the reception?
From a pure publicity standpoint, this will draw a lot more attention to our film. I have to say,
To be fair, I feel like that ship sailed the...
it's not my fault that I'm super popular. What was that saying again? My popularity has,
Sunk to an all-time...
spread to...
Excuse me, everyone.
Xavier! Feels like it's been ages since...
I've been talking non-stop with the Film Association, and I'm absolutely swamped trying to coordinate the film's marketing.
Oh, seems like you've been fighting your own battles.
Yes, that's one way to put it. Oh, and before we begin the final round of filming, the original investor of our film, Mr. Morris.
A pleasure to meet you all.
Yes, glad to make your acquaintance, Mr. Morris. We've heard about the issue.
Oh, well, this is...
Don't worry, Mr. Morris. Accidents and last... The good news is that we're almost done filming now.
Is that so?
All right, now that we've gotten all the we'll mostly be filming typical people and scenery from the streets today to improve the sense of environmental ambiance in some... Oh, and there'll be a cameo for Mr. Kamisato and Miss Yoimiya.
That's right. A Yato ship...
Excellent! Then let's start with the scenery shots.
Yep, we'll be ready.
Remember, all we need are some wide zoom shots of the streets. If you happen to find some particular... Ready? Lights! Camera! Action! Okay, now move the camera slow. Try to focus on that flower. What's wrong? Just adjust the focal length a bit. Something the matter? Huh? But wasn't it working? Veronique, can we try a different camera?
No problem. How about this one?
All right, let's give it another try. Lights! Camera! Don't tell me. Veronique, do we have any other...
I'm afraid...
What? Then go find a workshop to get them repaired right away!
On it.
Greetings, everyone. My apologies for the delay. Is some...
It seems like there are some issues with the film.
I see.
Well, let's not just stand here twiddling our thumbs. Actors,
The people at the workshop told me that the part which holds the lens in place...
well, no time to dwell on... Ahem! Quiet on set! Places, everyone!
By the way, have you heard about that recent murder case?
Yes, I have.
I heard that the chief of the guards is so mad about not catching the culprit that he's
Oh? I find that.
Director, we have a problem.
Oh, we're in the middle of.
No, Director, our film, all the finalized film that we.
Oh, wait, well, what did you say?
Mr. Bono, please take me to.
I'm coming too.
No, Yoimiya, you have to. Oh, okay. Listen up. Everyone who's not working on this unbelievable. How could all these problems?
We're back.
How did it go?
We found it in the.
Huh? In the.
We discovered it just in time, so we should still be able to salvage it.
I really don't want to.
Okay, but who could have... But if they wanted...
Okay, we don't have time to really look in.
Yeah, let's fit...
I would like to officially announce that our entry to the festival, The Two Musketeers,
I'm on it.
even though the filming process proved to be extremely challenging, everyone
And just like Director Farina, I would also like to extend my most heartfelt thanks to all of you.
All right, let's save the awards speech for later. Anyway, now it's time to party!
Party! Party! Paimon wants to party! Whoa! This place is hopping! Everyone's finally getting to relax after wrapping up the film! Let's go chat with someone! Hey, Ayato! How's your work been going?
Everything went rather smoothly.
Ayato told me that we've already confirmed the dates for. So the next time we visit.
Oh, that's great! Then maybe Paimon will be... Oh, wait. Wouldn't Yaimiko get upset if that happens? That would be... you've got a point.
The cultural exchange won't only feature literatures of both nations, of course. We have also made plans.
Whoa!
When the time comes, be sure to visit and.
Farina!
Oh, my darling clapper loader and
Paimon thinks you worked even harder than that. Worst of all, Paimon started having dreams of...
hey, if anything, shouldn't I be more grand and...
That's not Paimon's fault.
Anyway, what's most important is that we wrapped the film. Hey, no need to mention the official...
Wait, now that you mention it, if we did win the prize, would...
Come on, I don't need...
But just imagine! Farina accepting the Farina Award and holding a Farina statue.
I'm going...
Chiori!
Hey, you two.
Are you not really into these kinds of big social occasions?
Not particularly. But this.
But if this film becomes a big hit, people will definitely come flocking to...
Yes, that's highly likely.
Are you still worried about the...
That and all the obstacles we had to fix.
You're right.
But why today of all days? No. No, it's nothing.
How are you doing, Mr. Morris? You having a good time?
Well, you could say that.
Judging by how much fun everyone's having, I'd say is there something that you...
Oh, well, I'm just not a late night person, so...
Oh, no! Silly.
Oh, what is...
I prepared a whole batch of fireworks for the party, but...
Fireworks, you say? Well, that's, truly...
Could you help me carry them over, Mr. Morris? I won't be able to fetch all of them by myself.
Me?
I just wanted to make them pretty, please, Mr. Morris. These are some of the best fireworks I've ever made. So,
But...
it's okay. Just come with me. The warehouse is right over here. I moved the fireworks there in advance, so it shouldn't be too much work bringing them back.
It's still a ways away from the party.
Sorry about that, Mr. Morris. It's probably because I'm used to carrying fireworks all the time, so it doesn't feel like a lot of work to me. It's dark in here. Wait here, Mr. Morris. I think the light switch should be somewhere over here.
Why did I have to get roped into this? What was that? Who's there? Get me out! Get me out of here!
Did you really think you'd get away, Morris?
You've got the wrong guy! It wasn't me! I'm not the killer!
You know, Eliza died a far more heroic death than this. She fought your assassin to the end, to save the children she had hidden beneath the floorboards. That is Eliza's pendant. The one with a photo of you two inside. The one you gave her. Ring any bells?
It's a fake! It has to be! There's no way!
No way your assassin didn't destroy it, you mean? Did you ever love her, Morris? Or was killing her always the plan?
No, please. Listen to me. I told Eliza to keep us a secret. I paid her plenty for her silence. I never thought she'd keep the child. Everything was gonna come out, and I had no choice. She'd force my hand. No! I'm begging you. I have money. Just name your price, please.
You can keep your Mora, and you can go to hell. I'm Captain Shovraz of the Special Patrol. Morris, you're under arrest for Eliza's murder. You're under arrest too, prop manager Veronique. Or perhaps I should call you the Second Musketeer.
Wait, what's going on? This wasn't in the script.
Drop the gun, Veronique.
Why? Why would you keep me from exacting revenge on this heartless monster?
Drop your weapon. This is my final warning.
What is going on?
Do I have to spell it out for you, Morris? Everything that took place just now was staged to get you to confess the truth. But this last part is all improv, of course.
Chevres, you told us you wanted us to help you stage a play. You never said anything about the Second Musketeer.
It's because even I had no way to confirm my theory until now. Thank you for your performance, Yoimiya. Could I trouble you to go and bring in the other Special Patrol members? They should be on standby just outside. Oh, and please tell the other cast members not to worry about us. We'll be rejoining them shortly.
On it!
So what do you think, Morris? Care to talk about what happened 20 years ago? My patience is limited, you know. Don't force me to take you back to the interrogation room. I'd wager that you wouldn't last for more than a minute in there. With the recording we made,
You have no chance of winning in court. Cooperating with us now is the most practical move.
All right. I'll talk. I hired an assassin to murder Elisa. She once worked as a maid on my family's estate. She was very beautiful, and after some time I fell for her. We kept our relationship a secret and carried out an affair for some time, but it wasn't long before she became pregnant. And if my parents ever found out, they would have stripped me of my inheritance and status, driven me out of my home. I also didn't expect Elisa to insist on bringing the pregnancy to term. She even asked me to leave my family and travel far, far away with her.
She believed that you were truly in love with her.
I didn't have a choice. I gave her a large sum of mora, told her to leave the family and to get rid of the baby. But then years later, she sent me a letter. That there were photos of 2 children, and she even asked if I could find some time to visit them.
Huh? 2 children? Paimon thought Baptiste was the only... You mean...
Even if she had the children against your will, you could have just ignored the letter entirely. Why kill her?
I had just gotten engaged to be married to an heiress from another wealthy family. So if anyone were to find out about Elisa, my life would be completely ruined. I didn't have a choice.
No. You always had a choice. You just made the wrong choice. Again.
Do you know how it feels to watch your mother be killed right in front of you? My brother and I were hardly even school age yet. We were hidden beneath the floorboards, grasping each other's hands like a lifeline. We were so terrified that we didn't even know we could ever take a breath. All we could do was to watch Mother try to fight back, and then collapse to the floor. Even after the assassin left, we were still too terrified to leave our hiding spot. We thought that he might come back. It was only until the next evening, when we finally climbed out and gathered around our... But she had already become cold and stiff to the touch.
You made up your mind right then and...
Not only that, we resolved to get our revenge.
And that's why you became the Musketeers.
No, that's why I became a musketeer.
I figured as much.
You did?
I once told these 2 that he didn't look like a killer to me. I think what really tipped me off was how... He confessed faster than any criminal I've ever met. But he didn't say a single word about you. But after the questioning ended, I disassembled the musket we dug up from his backyard. He had no idea where to even start. He's never touched a gun. Based on that, I determined that he was not acting alone. He only surrendered himself to draw our attention and create a moment of opportunity for his partner. So, I decided to... And as expected, the second musketeer followed us without hesitation. Besides, why else would he call the novel The Two Musketeers?
But how did you know it was Veronique?
I figured it out the moment Baptiste told me his father's that so-called financial crisis was all just a ruse. He just wanted to sign up as the investor and then leave the film without any source of funding. After all, he has a vested interest in minimizing the reach of this story. It's really just the same thing as what he did to Elisa all those years ago.
Human scum.
But then Xavier pulled out all the stops and got the film made against all odds. Morris couldn't have that. With the killer in custody, he figured it was safe to act. And so...
Wait, so you were behind all those mishaps today?
As for the identity of the second musketeer, I assumed they'd probably stay close to Morris and look... And if they already knew that Morris... Furthermore, being the props manager would allow the... With that hypothesis in mind, I went back to check Baptiste's orphanage adoption records.
My brother.
As in, he trusted me to...
He trusted you to stand on the side.
I am.
I thought you could do it as well. Oh, the look on your face. You know what he has done. Are you telling me that you'd rather see him? I will never be able to forget the feeling.
I won't lie, Veronique. I wondered. I agonized over whether I should really put a bullet in his head.
So why don't you?
Because that should never be how justice is carried out in this. Perhaps to you, justice is. But everyone has their own understanding of justice. Today, you'll kill Morris. And tomorrow, The world cannot render judgments based on a desire for revenge. Fontaine is founded on a set of laws But with all that said, I will promise you this. Morris will not lead a cushy life in the fortress of.
Chevros? The rest of the Special Patrol is here.
Thank you so much, Yoimiya. Letelier, Terena.
I still can't agree with your reasoning.
I know.
Justice has not been delivered.
Chevros.
Let's go. We should give an explanation to the crew. Thank you for your. I'm just thinking about.
Who would have thought Morris would turn out to be... I'm at a loss of words.
I'm just glad that you're all safe and sound. Who knew that such a labyrinth of cases would be behind this story?
Well, what should we do now? We have a finished film, of course, but should we...
What do you mean? Shouldn't you be—
Chiori is right. I'd also like more people to see this story for themselves.
But the real ending of the story seems to have deviated somewhat from the one in the script.
The call is yours. We still have time to reshoot an ending if that's what you'd like.
No, it's fine as is. Romanticism is what gives works of art their appeal. Fiction is able to explore means just like the real world. The world of stories also has its own set of rules and justice.
Sounds good to me.
What about Veronique? Will she be okay?
She will soon face her judgment alongside her brother and Morris. If I had to guess, they'll probably all be sent to the fortress of Meripede.
Oh, you mean that?
Exactly.
Ahem. All right, then the matter's settled. Now that everything's been taken care of, there's no reason. Let's get back to the feast and enjoy each other's company. We'll be starting the post-production process tomorrow. You should join us, Chevros.
All right.
Then I'll wait for you over there.
Traveler, Paimon, could you wait for me by the sea after the party ends? I'd like to go on a brief. Thank you very. Sorry for the wait.
Oh, we weren't waiting long at all.
No, I don't have anything new to share. I just felt that, Traveler, how would you have responded to Baptiste's request if you were... When I was young, my father often took me here to swim. We'd come... He told me that swimming was the best activity to train one's strength of will. You could never give up before reaching the shore, especially when the water...
Oh?
Because the moment you give up would be the moment you die. At that point, I still hadn't received my... One winter, the chilly wind felt almost like knives on my... I cried and begged my father to spare me from having to swim across, but he wouldn't listen. He used to be a member of the Special Patrol as well.
That sounds awful.
When he saw that I wouldn't stop crying, he just... The bone-chilling cold took away my sense. I waited for my father to save me, but one look and I knew he'd already started swimming for the opposite shore. I used all of my strength to try and catch up to my father. I've never felt afraid about anything in my life.
That way of teaching would have never...
Yeah, I don't think that was the right method for anyone. It's just that, working now as I am in the pursuit of justice, I still...
Chevros.
But the worse I feel, the more I know to never give up. The alternative... Anyway, how about a race? Neither of us will drown, but we can still see who swims faster.
You guys...
Oh, that felt good.
You were so fast in the water, Chevres. You were swimming even fast. So, about the Special Patrol...
Partly, but I'd say I was more inspired by the heroes I read about in stories growing up.
Oh, so it's due to your love...
Of course, it was only after I joined the Special Patrol that I learned that truth is often stranger than fiction. Come on. To be honest, I do sometimes question whether the decisions I make are the right ones. But I know that no matter what, I must keep swimming. Because the only thing I've got my eyes on is the shore in the distance. Thank you for coming on this walk with me. I feel a lot better after getting all that.
Huh. We're nearly back at Baptiste's house.
Huh, you're right. I didn't realize we were so close.
He really did plant a lot of flowers. It's just like how he described it in the...
Huh? Wait, the rainbow roses in the garden. Even though it's a bit late, I must thank you. Not on behalf of the Special Patrol this time. Oh, you want to hear more about my father? To be honest, I didn't spend that much time with him. He was always busy with the Special Patrol. Once, he didn't come home for a... When I went out to buy food, I learned that he had become a criminal, But we can talk about that another day. I actually have a lot of sympathy for Veronique and Baptiste. But that doesn't mean I'll allow them to walk the path. Films are different from the real world. They're a form of art and represent the wishes, and I adore the two Musketeers. And I can't wait to catch the film when it premieres in the... Thank you for looking out for me.